All right. Green students, how are you guys doing today? I've got 3 of my green students here with me today. It's good to see all of you. I have Marianne, I have Esther, and I have Odetta with me. And wow, we've been talking about writing. And last class, can anybody remind me, what did we talk about in the last lesson? Yeah, we talked about how to write a complaint email. And we brainstormed different problems that happen. Some examples given were crazy neighbors, pets out of control, a leaky roof, these sorts of things. And then we talked about some solutions. What can you do to solve the problem? And then we actually read an example of a complaint email. And your job was to write a complaint email yesterday. Were you guys able to do that okay? Yeah, okay. So if you weren't able to complete it, you'll want to go into Google Classroom under the test and lesson and open up the Word document. And there's a rubric up at the top, okay? And then down below it lets you write your complaint email. So be sure once you open, make sure you open it. I learned something yesterday. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to jump into the classroom real quick because I noticed this when I was helping another student. So if you come in here to where you're supposed to write, and of course yesterday was Tuesday. Now, don't click right here, okay? You need to open up View Assignment, okay? So, and the reason for that is it needs to open the document. You guys are going to see the document up here in the corner, and when you click on that, you should see your name because it's your copy. And then when you open it up, again in the Word document, you'll see that it gives you the option to turn it in. So you go ahead and type it up in the document. When you're happy with it, just click Turn It In. It's going to send me an email and tell me that you're finished. I'll go in then and look at it, grade it, and return it to you with my comments, okay? So that's that. Today was a little bit different. I noticed some of you were working on today's quiz. All right, this one, let me go back. This one for yesterday is a Word document. It looks like this. Let me open it up. It looks like this, okay? And again, this is how you earn the points up here. You need to include a from, to, and subject in the email. Hopefully you did that. And again, you can just type right in here in the document, okay? So from, that'd be you and your email, to the management company, and then the subject, put the problem, the main problem, okay? And then write your email here. Be careful to include to whom it may concern or dear so-and-so. Okay, that's 2 points. Make sure you describe the problem. Make sure you give an example of the problem. And then a request to fix the problem. And then make sure that you end it with sincerely or regards, comma, and then go back after you're done writing and check for grammar, punctuation, and spelling mistakes, because that's 3 points. So if there's more than 2 mistakes, you'll lose 3 points, okay? Again, you'll see on your side, you'll see a turn in button right here. Just click on that and it'll let me know you're done. All right. For today, let's just jump back over here. So if you go into classwork, you're going to notice there were 2 things posted today. We've got the independent study time and the lesson and quiz. Okay, a lot of you have already been in here. Again, when you open up the independent study, always go into view assignment, okay? Because that will open up a screen that looks like this, only you're going to have a place where you can attach a file if you want to attach something. You don't have to on this, but you can. And also, more importantly, there's a turn-in button, okay? It's a way for both you and me to be able to see that you completed the work. It just lets me know you did that. It will also, again, if there's attachments down here, it's going to put them up here with your name on it. And you want to open it with your name on it, okay? So that you can work in it under your account, and it'll work better that way. Matter of fact, I don't even think it'll let you into the document if you go in from the front page. So you got to go in view assignment and then find the document you want up here in the corner, okay? Also today, I posted under classwork the lesson for today as well as a quiz. Now this one's different. This is a writing lesson. We're gonna talk about writing in a minute, but it's a little bit different. When you come in here and click on the form, it's a form, not a document, okay? And a lot of you have already been in there and checked this out. It's going to ask you some questions about the new words that we're going to work on today. Some of those are review. Some of them are things we've talked about in the past. So anyway, you got to put the correct word up there, pick the right choice. Now it gets a little bit tricky when you get done with question 5. Okay, this is a little bit different. You got to read the directions. Okay, it wants you to use the information from questions 1 through 5 to write a complaint email about a broken window. Okay, so they give you an example, and then they want you to write your own paragraph down here. And I know some of you found that confusing a little bit, because I think you keep typing straight across. Okay, and it makes it a little bit harder than typing it in a document. But anyway, it's okay. Just include a paragraph and talk about, and it mentions in here what you need to include. Okay, it says use the information from questions 1 through 5 above to write a complaint email about a broken window. Type your answers below. Make sure to have a problem and a request. Look at the picture for an example. All right, so make sure you include those 2 things and just start typing, okay? All right. And that's worth 5 points. When you're done, hit submit, and then I will be able to grade it. All right, let's jump into today's lesson. All right. Again, today you guys can see up on the board what the objectives are. Over here to the right, I wrote down 2 things. Okay, we want to practice writing an email of complaint. So that's the main thing. Secondly, we want to practice using some new words. Most of them you've heard before, but we're going to practice and make sure you're using them correctly, okay? So let's take a look at exercise C in the book. And Marianne, will you read these words for me? Advance, good. Because, because of, sincerely, soon, very good. All right, I want you guys to repeat these after me, okay? Advance, advance, advance. Because, because, because of, because of. Sincerely, sincerely. Soon, 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 soon. Very, very, very. Okay, let's talk about the meaning real quick. So what did we say yesterday the word advance means? Good, ahead of. So, and you can use this to say thank you ahead of time. Okay? You can also you used it you had an interesting thing this morning when you came in. You asked me, what did you ask me? Good. So Marianne brought up a good point. She asked, can you use advance in this situation? For example, could you request advance money from someone, like maybe your employer? If you needed the money before you did the work, you could say, could I get an advance on my paycheck? Most employers are going to say no. But you can use it that way because, you guys know because, it answers a why question. It gives you the reason. Okay. Because of. Now let's do a little review here. Because and because of. Which one is followed by a subject and a verb? Do you remember? And which one is followed just a phrase? Which, the phrase or the sentence? So because of is followed by a phrase. Because is followed by a clause, subject verb. Okay? So that's really important when you go to try to use it in this paragraph. Check and see. After the because, do I have a subject and a verb, a clause? Or do I just have a phrase? If it's a phrase, use because of. If it's a clause with a subject and verb, use because. Okay? Sincerely. Where did we see sincerely? Can somebody tell me? Yeah. We call that a salutation on the end of a letter, an email. It's a polite way to say goodbye. Yep. So we use sincerely. Anybody remember some other another phrase I gave you yesterday? Regards. Regards. R-E-G-A-R-D-S. Regards. Good. You can also say warm regards, regards, sincerely. This brings up an interesting question. In your country, in your culture, what phrase do you use? Do you have a special phrase that you use in an email at the very end? Similar? Gracias, thank you. Oh, sincerely, okay. Okay, this is Mexico, right? Peru. Peru, sorry. Okay. Spanish and Peru. Okay, except Brazil. Brazil speaks Portuguese. Oh, both. Okay, good to know. How about from your country? Anything different? You're not sure, okay. How about from the Congo? Do you guys use a different type of a salutation on the end of an email? Yeah, we're talking about sincerely. You know how you put it at the end in English, at the end of a letter or a complaint email? In Congo, do you have a different word you use? It's the same? Okay, good. Well, that makes it easy. Soon. Soon. What does soon mean? It's coming. Yeah, now. Soon. Like, yeah, it's going to happen pretty soon, pretty quickly. How about very? Yeah, it's strong. It's an adverb, and it does. It adds strength to something. It gives emphasis to something. So I could say, for example, the man walked quickly. If I say the man walked very quickly, now he's going faster, isn't he? Yep. All right. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to take out your notebook. If you're watching online, if you're sitting here, get out your notebook. And I want you to see if you can put the correct word from up here in the blanks in the email. Okay? Can you see that okay? I can make it a little bigger. All right. All right, let me get myself out of the way again. I'm always in the way. All right, let's start right here. Marianne, will you read the first sentence? Or read the first part through number 1. Alina Krasinski. Good job! You got number 1 right! It's up there. I know. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you do number 2. I'm joking. I'm trying to be funny. Okay. Read number 2. Yeah. What do you think number 2 is? All right. Read the whole thing. Yep. Next month. All right. Let's check it out and see if she's right. Yep, because of the leak, my water bill will be very high next month. Okay? And let's see. Esther, will you read the next one? The water. Good. All right, and then Odeta, will you finish? Good job. Good job. All right, so you guys can see all the answers here. You had it perfect. Okay, number 1, because. Number 2, because of. Number 3, very. Number 4, soon. Number 5, in advance. Number 6, sincerely. All right, good. All right, so remember, this is just a little tip. In a complaint email, someone said this yesterday too. First of all, whenever you complain about something, especially if it's your apartment, make sure you do it in writing. Email's perfect. Why? Because if they don't do anything, then you've got something in writing on the next email. You can copy them on the first one and say, hey, I asked you a week ago to do this, to fix this, and nobody's done anything. Now I'm asking a second time. That can become really important if you need to go. Maybe you're emailing the maintenance office, and they don't do anything. Now you got to go to the manager and you got to show them the emails and say, hey, your maintenance department, they don't respond. They don't do what's asked of them. Now you got evidence. Yep. So that's always good. Also, in the complaint email, you guys know this, you got to mention the problem and you got to mention some examples of what's going on, and then just ask what you want them to do. Fix it, how to fix it. Those are the main components. All right. Now, I want you guys, I'm going to pause the video here, and I want you to talk with a classmate. What housing problems do people complain about? And again, listen, I know we talked about this yesterday, but I want you to practice talking to each other. I'm just going to kind of sit and listen and take an opportunity to just talk, okay? It'll be good practice. All right, go ahead. I'll give you like 5 minutes. All right, green students. I heard you guys talking a little bit about some different problems that you can have with your apartment. So I want to encourage students that are watching online, talk to maybe your family member or someone next to you and just have a conversation. It's important to practice talking, okay? You can even make up a problem. You don't have to have a real problem. All right, let's take a look at number 2. Let's see. I'm going to have one of my students here read this for me. Let's see. Odeta, can you read this? What does it say? Good. All right, so we're going to do this, okay? We're going to I'm going to have you guys get out your notepad, and I'm going to have you write a complaint email, okay? And you guys can use this as an example to help you. Yeah, just handwrite it, okay? I'm gonna walk around and just check it. Make sure that you include everything that we've talked about, okay? Go ahead. I'm gonna give you like 5-10 minutes. I'll walk around and look. I'm gonna even write my own email. I'm gonna put my own up here on the board, my own complaint email. All right. I'm going to try to turn this just a little bit. Maybe people can see watching online. All right. So, man, we had some great complaint emails. You guys are great complainers. Good job. I would not want to be a maintenance guy working in your apartment complex. All right. So, here's my complaint email, okay? Again, we want to make sure we have from. I put it from me, Josh Cropsey, my email to Acme Group. That's the maintenance department at my apartment complex. The subject, man, quit the problem. Leaky toilet, okay? To whom it may concern. Now, I noticed when I was looking at some of the papers you guys wrote, be really careful about a couple things. One, spelling. Okay, I noticed a few misspelled words. It is okay, by the way, to use spell check on your computer. You know how it underlines it? Man, that's a beautiful thing. Even it helps me. So don't be afraid to use spell check. The other thing is don't be afraid to look it up in a dictionary on your phone. Okay? So check your spelling. I also noticed capitalization. Okay? Want to make sure that every sentence starts with a big letter, and make sure that if it's a proper noun, the name of a person or a company, that it has big letters. Also, you're going to notice right here, big letter, big letter, big letter, big letter, big letter. Okay? Big letter, big letter, big letter. So just go through and check and make sure you have all the big letters you need. Okay? All right, let me read mine. It says, my name is Josh Cropsey. I live in apartment 6 on Dewey Avenue. I have a big problem. My toilet is leaking. Every time I flush the toilet, my neighbor calls. Stinky toilet water is raining down on her head. Yuck! Please come and fix the toilet. Thanks in advance. Sincerely, Josh Cropsey. All right. Now, if you'll let me, can I read yours? Can I read yours to the students online? All right. Let me take a look at yours real quick. All right, this is Mary Ann. All right, she's got from Mary Ann Hassan to Josh Cropsey. Oh, I'm the manager. Oh, wow. Okay. My name is Mary Ann. I live at 2210 Fesker Plea Apartment F. I am writing because my kitchen oven is not working. Because of the oven, I cannot cook for my kids. Man, your kids are going to starve. I better get over there. Because of the broken oven, I cannot cook for my kids. Please, can you come to fix as soon as possible? Ooh, I like the way you use soon in there. Thank you in advance. Sincerely, Mary Ann. I like that. Very nice. All right. Now I've got one from Esther. All right. From, she put her email to, she put the Latino equipment. Subject, leaky roof. Ooh, big problem. To whom it may concern. My name is Esther Gamata. I live 4447 East 10th Street, apartment 12. I'm writing because I have a problem with my roof. Start raining and leaking to my bedroom. Please, I need somebody soon as possible to fix the roof. Sincerely, Esther Gamata. Nice, nicely done. That works. Can I read yours? Okay. Let's see what we have going on here. This is Orete. She wrote to. She put the name of somebody there. Info. She put again from and to. She's got that in there. Subject. Oh, toilet blockage. To whom it may concern. My name is Orete. I live at 9413 Notre Dame Drive in apartment C. I'm writing because my toilet is blocked. I tried to flush it, but it is too much for me to fix it. Please come and fix it as soon as possible. Because of that, I can't live like this. Yes, you cannot live with a plugged toilet. It's a problem. Okay. Thank you in advance for all. Sincerely, Orete. Good job. I hope you get it fixed soon. All right. Super cool. And again, you guys are going to be writing those and submitting them on Google Classroom. I can't wait to read everybody's. All right. Let's go to the next section. Oh, I like this. They give us a little checklist after you write. All right, let's check and ask ourselves a couple questions. Number one, I used to whom it may concern or the person's name. Everybody did, including me. All right, good job. Number two, I included the problem and an example. Everybody did. Good job. I included a request to fix the problem. Again, everybody did. Good job. Man, I hope I get over to Mary Ann's apartment soon to fix her oven, because she's going to blame me if her kids die of starvation. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. So those are some things you can check through. And I mentioned earlier too, there's a rubric on the Word document. Just kind of go through and make sure you get all those points. Okay. Hopefully it's teaching you to carefully edit and look at your paper before you turn it in, okay? So you can save some points. All right. And we already did this. Share your writing with a partner. Take turns, read your email to a partner. I read your guys' emails. Comment on the partner's email. Ask your partner a question about the email. Tell your partner one thing you learned. Well, that's a nice conversation. Mary Ann, did this really happen to you? Not really. Okay, so it's fake. Okay. Did you learn anything doing this activity? Give me one thing you learned about this activity. Nice, nice, good. How about you, Esther? Was that a real story? No? Okay. Yeah, fake story. That's okay. Good. Yeah. You feel comfortable, like you could send an email, a complaint email. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Oh, good. Yes. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Good to hear. Odetta, how about you? Did you learn anything new from this activity? Did you learn anything new doing this activity? Have you ever sent a complaint email? You have? Okay, good. Good. I'm glad that you know how to do that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop recording here.